Yes, I would like to talk something about the situation in regards to the Cheesecake Factory situation. I'm quite sure a lot of y'all have heard about this stuff online. Excuse me. And you know, one thing that I got to say about it is, you know, there's nothing wrong with going to the Cheesecake Factory. That food, you know, is some very good food. It tastes good, and it's some food that you can truly enjoy. And I truly don't see anything wrong with that. And a lot of ladies too. I really believe that you really should be thankful that a gentleman would like to take you out somewhere for you to enjoy a meal and to get to know each other. Because nowadays, a lot of dudes don't even want to too much even take ladies out on dates. And I want to make it clear that just because a gentleman takes you out, it doesn't have to be you know an absolute guarantee for him to be able to sleep with you. So I want to make that perfectly clear. It doesn't have to be a guarantee. But if a lady is in the mood and wants to do that, and what happens between two consenting adults is what happens between the two consenting adults. That's fine. But as far as going to somewhere like the Cheesecake Factory, or even somewhere like Red Lobster, these different restaurants, there's nothing wrong with going to these places. There is good food. And I saw a list online, and there was a bunch of different restaurants, like Applebee's, I think Chili's and things like that. Um, like certain fast food joints, but two of them that stuck out to me that ladies thought were not good restaurants was the Cheesecake Factory and Red Lobster. I'm telling you now, those are really good restaurants. Cheesecake Factory is good, and Red Lobster. I mean, the shrimp and all the other types of food, the lobster. I mean, they have great stuff. And there's also this thing where a lot of ladies are thinking that, if you go somewhere to restaurants where they have deals, stuff like 2 for $20 and stuff like that, oh, well, that's some low level stuff. I said, let me tell you something. Those places that have that stuff, a lot of times that's some really good eating. Some of this type of food, a lot of ladies, y'all would make that at home for yourselves if you had the money to do it. Stuff like, eating like lobster and crab legs and stuff like that. Like a lot of ladies make that stuff at home, when they have the money to do it. So, if you're willing to eat that stuff at home and it's really good, well then, hey, it ought to be an extra treat for you to go to a place where somebody is going to prepare it for you and there's a gentleman willing enough to pay for it. So it's, places like the Cheesecake Factory, Red Lobster, these are really good places. And there's nothing wrong with eating there. And like I said, as far as being grateful, because a lot of ladies really should, and I just think ladies in general should all be thankful that a gentleman wants to take them out somewhere. Because there's a lot of ladies out there. Some of y'all got a lot of stuff going on in your lives. There's like, there's a lot of baby daddy drama going on. Some ladies that got like a bunch of kids that they have to worry about, that from a bunch of different baby daddies. You're having custody battles and stuff like that, and you're trying to find a man that wants to to court you while you have these children. You want to still have a life, but there's a lot of gentlemen that aren't really trying to spend time with a situation like that. And there's some ladies that live in neighborhoods, areas where some gentlemen don't even want to go to those areas to try to visit you and um, to pick you up to take you somewhere. you know um so it just it's a situation where I really think that the ladies should be thankful about that. And then some women have, you have some, you got some mental baggage, things that what the last man and the last man did and the man before that, and you haven't had that stuff resolved mentally. So you're stepping into a situation with the gentleman and you haven't completely gotten your mind right, or gotten, the type of therapy stuff that you need to be able to have a better to have better mental clarity, stepping into a courting situation with the gentleman. So there's a lot of things that are going on right now in a lot of ladies' lives that some gentlemen are like, you know what, hey, that might be too much for me to handle or want to deal with. You know, and you also got a situation where you got a lot of gentlemen out there. They're like, hey, look, I want to just date, younger women. I don't want to deal with women that are like 35 and up. So like especially, ladies, if you're 35 and up and a gentleman wants to take you to a pretty decent restaurant, be thankful for it. And I'm not saying you got to go sleep with him right off the rip, you know, because if anything, the date is about learning about each other. It's not about trying to see, how much, monetary like type of stuff you can get out of him, on the first date. It's about learning about the gentleman and seeing, if this is the right type of guy for you, and vice versa. The gentleman needs to see if this lady is the right type of lady for him. Now, if y'all just going out to have fun, that's one thing. But if y'all looking to try to possibly step into a relationship type of situation, then that dating is about learning about each other. It's not about trying to see how much money can get put down, on a date. So that's definitely something to think about. And I just hope a lot more, ladies out there, just give thanks and be thankful. And like I said, you don't have to sleep with him right off the bat. Now, if that's something you want to do, go ahead and do it. But but really focus on learning about the guy, especially if you're thinking about being in a relationship with him. Focus on that instead of just focusing on how much stuff you could get him to buy right off the rip. Like the world is going to end soon or something like that. Take that time to learn about that person. And be glad you're going somewhere. You getting a chance to get out the house and get out on the town and things like that. Be happy about that. Be thankful. So like I said, I just wanted to say in closing, I don't think there's nothing wrong with Cheesecake Factory or Red Lobster, or some of these other restaurants that have deals. You see them on the commercials, 2 for $20 and all these other types of deals. Because it's like, look, if the food is good, the food is good. And the biggest thing is y'all going out there learning about each other on the date and seeing where, it could possibly go if y'all are thinking about, possibly being in a relationship with each other. So that's my take on that. This is Chris G. And don't forget to hit the like button. And don't forget to share and subscribe. Y'all take care. Peace.